Listen up, petrolheads. We're talking about a legend today. A car as American as apple pie and a bar fight, the Ford Bronco. This ain't no namby-pamby Prius, oh no. This beast was bred for off-road mayhem, for spitting gravel in the face of convention, and it's got a history as wild as a rodeo bull on a sugar rush. From the dusty plains of Baja to the bright lights of Hollywood, the Bronco's been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's raced across deserts, chased down outlaws, and sometimes been chased by them, and become a four-wheeled icon of American freedom. But like any good story, it all began with a spark, an idea. Ford looked out at the burgeoning off-road scene back in the swinging 60s and saw a gap wider than a Texan's belt buckle. They needed a rugged, go-anywhere machine to take on the likes of the Jeep CJ5, and by golly, they were going to build it. Thus, in 1966, the Ford Bronco bucked its way into the world. Little did they know this wasn't just a car launch, it was the start of a legend. Now, the first Bronco wasn't some fancy-pants SUV with heated seats and more cup holders than a Starbucks. This was a machine built for one thing: conquering the great outdoors. It was as basic as a hammer and twice as tough. Short wheelbase for tackling tight trails? Check. Solid axles front and rear for maximum articulation over rocks? You betcha. A range of punchy engines, from a peppy six-cylinder to a rumbling V8? Oh, you better believe it. This thing meant business. Ford knew they had a winner on their hands, and they weren't shy about shouting it from the mountaintops. They marketed the Bronco as the go-anywhere, do-anything vehicle for the adventurous soul. Hunters, fishermen, surfers, you name it, the Bronco was their chariot to freedom. And you know what? It worked. People loved the Bronco's no-nonsense attitude and go-anywhere spirit. It was the perfect antidote to the stuffy, chrome-laden land yachts that roamed the roads back then. The Bronco was a breath of fresh air, a shot of adrenaline in the arm of the American automotive landscape. The 1970s were the Bronco's salad days. It became the must-have vehicle for everyone from ranchers in Montana to beach bums in Malibu. It was as comfortable hauling hay bales as it was cruising down the Pacific Coast Highway. People loved customizing their Broncos too. They slapped on bigger tires, winch bumpers, roll cages, you name it. The Bronco became a blank canvas for off-road enthusiasts to express themselves, turning their four-wheeled steeds into reflections of their own wild spirits. But the Bronco wasn't just a pretty face. It had the guts to back up its rugged good looks. Off-road racers took notice, and the Bronco quickly became a force to be reckoned with in the burgeoning world of desert racing. It racked up victories like a slot machine on fire, cementing its reputation as a true off-road champion. Section 4, the chase: a Bronco, a freeway, and America transfixed. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the moment that forever etched the Ford Bronco into the annals of history, the 1994 O.J. Simpson chase. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that slow-speed pursuit down a Los Angeles freeway was one for the ages. Millions of people around the world were glued to their television screens as that white Bronco, driven by Al Cowlings with O.J. in the back, trundled down the highway, a fleet of police cars in hesitant pursuit. It was surreal, it was bizarre, and it was utterly captivating. The Bronco, once a symbol of freedom and adventure, became irrevocably linked to that infamous event. Some say it tarnished the Bronco's image, while others argue it only added to its mystique. Whatever your take, there's no denying that the chase cemented the Bronco's place in pop culture history. Section 5. Back from the wild. The Bronco returns. After a 25-year hiatus, Ford decided to resurrect the Bronco in 2021, and boy did they do it right. The new Bronco is a retro-inspired masterpiece, a modern take on a classic that's both nostalgic and cutting edge. They've kept all the things that made the original great: the rugged good looks, the go-anywhere attitude, the removable roof and doors, but they've also added a healthy dose of 21st century tech and refinement, making it just as happy crawling over rocks as it is cruising down the highway. The response has been phenomenal. People are snapping up new Broncos faster than you can say Baja 1000. It seems America has a love affair with this rugged off-roader that just won't quit. And you know what? I, for one, am bloody glad it's back.